2021. And TB12 came in 20th on that list. Now, this look-ahead list is in stark contrast to the NFL Network's top 100 list that looked back on the previous season where Brady was ranked 7th. So, Skip, I'm sure you have a problem with this.
Yeah. You got a problem with this?
I got to buckle my seatbelt here so I stay in my chair. This is absurd. This is preposterous. This is laughable. And this is straight Brady hate. That's all it can be, because you're telling me that a man that I believe is going to win the MVP this year, we're projecting, we're not looking back.
Right.
You can argue looking back,
Right.
but looking ahead, I'm saying he's at least a high candidate for MVP. I believe he's going to win it. I believe he's going to throw 50 touchdown passes because he's got that kind of weaponry. He's got that kind of protection. He's got that kind of coaching staff. He's got it all. And at 44, he got his knee fixed. He did it last year on a torn MCL. Whether you buy that or not, I believe it when he says that. And he did have surgery, and he does look like he's moving at 100%, and the arm looks hotter and more velocity than I've seen it in the last 2 or 3 years. And the point is, they are projecting him, even in this 20th ranking, as 36 touchdowns to 11 interceptions. Well, they got Mahomes at the top, and they're projecting him 37 and 10. Well, it's like neck and neck, and you're saying he's the
one 20th. Guy's 1 and the other guy's 20th.
Well, 20th? And I'm saying, now, wait a second. On pure value, and you hate that word, but I'm talking about most valuable player. Are you telling me that Aaron Donald's going to have a better season than Tom Brady and be more valuable? And then we start going down the list, and it goes Tyreek, T.J. Watt, Jalen Ramsey, Devontae, Josh Allen, Kelsey, Myles Garrett, Dak Prescott, Trent Williams, Xavier Howard. Love them. These are all really good football players. But the Bosa's, Nick and Joey, DeAndre Hopkins, Stephon Diggs, Kittles. It's like those are all ranked above Tom Brady. I give you Mahomes and Rodgers at the top. That's debatable going forward. They're probably going to have good to great years. Brady's going to have a great year, I believe, and he's 20th. I can only say that's just straight Brady hate.
Skip, I can't say I disagree with you. I can't disagree with anything you say other than the fact that being the MVP. But I can't see 19 players having a better season than Tom Brady. He has a good offensive line. He has a great receiving core. His defense is one of the top 3 or 4 defenses in all of football. And you're telling me, with all of that, he's only going to be have the 20th best seasons of all the players. Stop. That's ridiculous.
Really? You're giving Brady a little love?
Ain't no little love, Skip. Like I said, I believe Brady's a top 3 quarterback. Mahomes, Rodgers, I believe, okay, fine. But you got Russell Wilson, Josh Allen, and you named all the other guys going to have better seasons. So is somebody about to have 24 sacks? Is somebody about to have 13, 14 interceptions? Because that's what it's going to take. The quarterback job, the stats are so skewed for the quarterback to have success, Skip. First of all, he gets 5 protectors on every play. You can't hit him. And so now the rules, you can't beat up the receivers. So it's set up for him to have big seasons. And you added an extra game. So I don't believe that there are going to be 19 players that have a better season than Tom Brady. Can I see Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers possibly have a better season? If you want to say Josh Allen's going to play better than what he played last year, okay. But 17 more, 15 more guys?
Could Dak put up numbers? Yeah, Dak could. And will Dak be in the MVP conversation? He could be.
But see, Tom's going to be in the MVP conversation, Skip, because I believe his team's going to win enough games. The question is, putting up stats and your team's not winning games,
Agreed.
What good is that?
Agreed, because I'm not going farther than winning the NFC least.
Because think about how many times Drew Brees threw for 5,000 yards, and his name didn't even get mentioned in the MVP. Because they weren't winning no games. They winning 7 games. You're not winning no MVP winning 7 games. So for me, when I saw this, and I made a little light of it a couple of days ago, Skip, when I first saw it, I'm like, hold on. Because I was looking, I was like, okay, I see Mahomes, Rodgers, and I was looking, I was like, well, dang, where's Brady? I know Brady's in the top 10.
There's Dak.
And I kept going down, I was like, hold on, 20th? No, I can't even get down with that one, Skip. Hey, you know what? You know how I am. I can't even get down with that. Okay. Ain't no way 19 people going to have a better season than Tom Brady.
Bottom line, greatest thing that has happened so far this year to Tom Brady is this ranking, because this will fuel his fire.
Tom Brady
he
don't
wants
read
to
this
get
kind of
even
stuff.
with you and shut you up.
What would I do? I'm just
You've
sitting
been
over here.
disrespecting him.
How?
You do every other thing that comes out of your mouth is some shot at Tom Brady.
No, I say Tom was really good.
Gotta love the added
That was a defense
motivation
Super Bowl,
for
though.
Tom Brady. But we're moving on because Jalen Hurts is officially the Eagle. He is cooking up. Take a listen.
Jim just gave me a brilliant idea, business idea, that I need to know who to put in. But if it didn't come from this room, I'm only going to put it in this room. We'll take it and run with it. It's our It's the new cornhole. Sell it, make it for a tailgate. All I got to do is make a pylon, but do it in the shape of a jersey. Put a 19 and a 88 on it. Get rubber balls, $15 to make it, sell it for 40. I mean, we'll be millionaires. I mean, I'm just letting y'all know what I'm going to do. So I already talked to my financial advisor. Jim told me yesterday. I was just watching.
And I hope the box that comes in is like a big picture of you.
No, we'll call it something else.
Prescott's pylon.
That's pretty good, dude. I was thinking more like tailgate touchdown, but I like that one.
I think you ought to nickname yourself Pylon Prescott. You too can go to the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Fine. Pylon Prescott.
Skip, what did this tell you about Dak?
Yeah. What did it tell you about it?
First, allow me to disqualify myself. I'm a lifelong Cowboy fan. As you know, I have great expectations for this year's Cowboys to at least win the least. And I just didn't really want to hear my $75 million quarterback expressing another sort of greedy idea that seemed like he's really thought hard about it.
Yeah.
I hope people understand. They had showed a little footage. They have a pylon game that they play with the quarterbacks, and it's a soft toss game to knock the orange pylon down from about, I don't know, 30 feet away.
Right.
And I don't know, it's something somebody started that they keep the tradition going. So Dak's already got his wheels turning, thinking, we could market this.
Right.
We could make it for $15. He'd gone all the way to sell it for $40.
Right.
I'm sure they could.
Right.
And I'm sure it would work.
Yes.
If you put a 19 jersey on one pylon,
Right.
Amari,
Right.
and an 88 CD on the other one,
Right.
yeah, and put Dak's face on it,
Right.
would Cowboy Nation buy it?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would.
Okay.
They buy anything.
They buy anything. Okay, I got it. But I think Dak has around 12 national TV commercials already, and he's going to make $75 million just this year. Second on the quarterback list in salary is Tom Brady at 27.5. 75 million down to 27.5. And it just hit me wrong. Like, what is he talking about? Maybe they were just having fun, but he had already thought it through, and it was serious. You know, this is a business idea that he is thinking hard about in his
Well, I guess
head.
the quarterback's coach gave him the idea.
Well, I guess so, but then he volunteered. I don't think he'd already thought about marketing the game,
Right.
and then he named it Prescott's Pylon
Yeah,
game.
Pylon
Okay.
Prescott.
All right, great. But the point is, this is a huge year for Dak Prescott.
Right.
And maybe they were just goofing around in a quarterback meeting, but the big picture here is, this is big. You've said the most pressure is on him. I think there's a whole lot of pressure on 21, who hadn't played any football either.
Right.
And is just goofing around on the sidelines, and he's been happy, silly Zeke. We keep seeing him on the sideline during games, thanks to NFL films.
Right.
But the point is, yeah, there's huge Prescott pressure this year. Maybe that's a game, Prescott pressure. And he is now 6-11 in his last 17 starts as a Dallas Cowboy. And when the pressure was on in 2019, down the stretch, when it was him versus Jerry, he was betting on himself, he didn't play very well in those road games. And you and I have been over it and over it. At Jets, one of your all-time favorite Cowboy losses. At New England, at Philadelphia, at Chicago. I can go on and on. He just didn't play very well.
New Orleans.
Yeah, New Orleans, yeah. You managed 10 points against Teddy Bridgewater and lose 12-10. And last year, yeah, got her off to a rip-roaring start in losing efforts. And they stole the Atlanta game, or they could have fallen to 0-4. And he was putting up historic pace numbers, and you called them and dismissed them empty calories.
Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't seen enough, and now I need to see it. They have dramatically improved the defense. It's going to be young, but it's going to be way better than it was last year. And I think Micah Parsons is going to be a star, and I think you'll see it fairly quickly.